This is episode 111. I am Bryan, and with me is...
Nightmare Kristy. Hey.
And this week we are talking about the 1986 film Deadly Friend.
Yes. One of my faves.
I think it's underrated, but that's just...
It's very underrated. But you know, when I posted about this, a lot of people were talking about, I was like, oh, that's a fun one, or they really liked it. No one ever said anything, oh, that movie sucks or anything like that. Like, I think if you have watched it, most people like it. It's fun.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people still don't know about it.
Yeah, there's still people that don't know about it, though, too. Yeah, definitely. Was this streaming anywhere?
I think you were able to rent it on Prime?
Yeah, I know you were able to rent it.
It was on Tubi at one point, but it's not anymore.
Yeah. Boo. Yeah. Tubi, get it back.
So.
But yeah, obviously we brought our movies.
We did. You have two different versions.
I like how we have all different versions. This is fantastic. I didn't know about Bryan's version because I have this version from the same company. I didn't know that they made a bunch of like single DVDs in a box set, which is what you have. Yeah. And then I have just the 4 on the one. And you said it comes with these movies too.
Yeah, it came with all those, and then it came with the 2 others. So
I highly recommend trying to find this DVD. All those movies are good.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I would say this and the box set, you're pretty much going to be paying a pretty penny for.
Oh, I'm sure.
I was just out of high school, I think, when this set came out.
Oh, okay.
So...
yeah, that's got to be kind of rare like that. Because I've only never seen it like this. So
yeah, I think there was copies of this going for like $100 or something.
Oh, wow.
Just the single movie.
Yeah.
So
I like it, though. I think it's really pretty, the artwork. I guess I never paid attention to it on mine. I just didn't. But seeing it like on yours, you said that the eyeball is a bolt.
Yeah, it's like a nut.
Yeah.
Bolt
I like that. And then the blue polish. I don't know. It's really, I like that cover. I like that artwork. And then you've got the original artwork on this one. And then you've got the Shout Factory, which is what this was.
And then the VHS artwork is even different from that, which I thought was weird. Because it's just Kristy on the front.
It's her.
As a BB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
I came close to buying the VHS the other day. I didn't pull the trigger on it, though.
Yeah. That'd be
I probably should, though. It was only $10. But
oh, yeah. You should have. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool to have. Then we'd have it all right here on the table there. Anyway, tell everybody this synopsis that they don't know.
So it is about a mother and son that move into a new town. And the son is a genius.
Kind of a Sheldon, in a way.
Sheldon.
Sort of.
Almost a Doogie Howser because he had medical.
Yeah, more Doogie Howser. There you go. That's better.
But he has a robot called BB, which is artificial intelligence. So right there, you already see what's coming.
Right.
And then he ends up meeting Tom, the paperboy, who ends up doing one of the worst falls, acting-wise, I've ever seen. And then you meet Samantha, the next door neighbor, who's the hottie.
Mm-hmm. Kristy Swanson.
And events happen, and then it kind of becomes a Bride of Frankenstein, almost.
Yeah. Like Joe Bob says on the back right here, a Breakfast Club version of the Bride of Frankenstein, 3.5 stars.
Joe Bob said, check it out.
There you go. Yep. So when was the first time you watched this? Do you remember?
I was a kid. Because I was like in this weird phase to where like I would like find like either an actor or director, and I would just watch like as much as the catalog as I could. So like with the directors, it was Craven, it was Carpenter, it was Hitchcock, so on and so on. So I had found, or I went to my Blockbuster at the time, rented it, and
Yeah, so this was directed by Wes Craven, too. People don't know that
Yes.
either. It's a Wes Craven movie. And you kind of see... I feel like there's parts in this movie that are like a tiny sprinkle of Nightmare on Elm Street. Not saying that they're trying to do that at all. But it's just things that I noticed, just me being me.
Well, it's because he was forced to.
Yeah.
Like, the movie was completely different when he made it. Like, it was a PG family sci-fi movie.
Right. It wasn't meant to be
And
horror.
then the audience, like, backlashed against it because of Nightmare on Elm Street. So...
Yeah, and they and
So-
then they had to add things to it.
Yeah,
and-
so they had to add all the blood and gore, but I'm glad they did because they gave us one of the best death scenes ever in history of horror.
the basketball.
The basketball scene.
If you haven't seen the movie, you at least know the basketball scene
Yeah,
at the very least.
like I guarantee people have seen the scene but don't know the movie.
So, I did watch the interview with Kristy Swanson, and what was supposed to be happening, which is actually kind of depicted in this picture, what was supposed to have happened, she's supposed to come up behind her and strangle her. That wasn't good enough, so they came up with the basketball scene.
Yeah.
Great, which is great, because that's a little more entertaining. I hate to say that it's more entertaining, but it's more entertaining. Yeah. And then, like, she throws the basketball. You literally... I love the practical effects. Like, I adore it. You literally see all these pieces just going
Everywhere.
and all this stuff.
And the body's
And
just
then the
like
body's just-
convulsing. and
It's so ridiculous, but I love it so much.
And Anne Ramsey, God bless her soul, is the
Yes.
crazy neighbor.
Yes, Anne Ramsey. Yeah, she was in Goonies.
Goonies, Scrooge.
Mm-hmm. She did a lot of good stuff.
Was it Throw Mama from the Train?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's done a lot of good stuff. And she always plays like that angry type kind of character too. And another thing that Kristy Swanson had said, that she was like the sweetest person in life, like in real life,
Mm-hmm.
talking like the most sweetest person you will ever meet. Like, she's not like the characters she portrays in movies whatsoever. She's just very good at doing that. But they said that she's like the total opposite of that. So that's cool to know about her. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you don't know, because all we ever see her is just be like mean and stuff to people all the time. I mean, she wasn't a very nice lady in Goonies either. For me, it was, again, HBO. It came on HBO.
Everything was HBO for you.
I know, because... Yeah, I know.
which is weird, because like when I had HBO, it was all like kids stuff for the most
Not
part. That
for me.
Like, it was...
But this was in the 80s for me, though.
Yeah, see,
for you,
so
it was the 90s.
was like the early 90s.
Yeah.
So like my experiences were all like
a little bit different.
Blockbuster,
Right.
Or
And so I never really even went to Blockbuster.
the Blockbuster was my life.
So, but I always went to, like, you know, the mom and pop, and we had a mom and pop video store that I went to my whole childhood. So it was either that video store and whatever I could rent, whatever they had, and they had Deadly Friend there, but it was on HBO a lot though. Or HBO is how I watched movies. Or once Joe Bob or Elvira came on TV, when they had their specials. That's the only ways I were able to watch horror movies. And so then my parents would record all these movies off of HBO for me. So then I had like a whole drawer just full of recorded tapes of horror movies, which was funny because like on one tape it'd be Wizard of Oz and then Friday the 13th or something. Like, it was really weird. Like, I'm serious. I remember I had one that had Dumbo. Like, okay, so I didn't do Disney, but I did like Dumbo. Okay, so I didn't do Disney Princesses, but I like Dumbo. So I had Dumbo recorded. I did watch that sometimes. I had like, I think it was Dumbo, and I want to say it was The Exorcist.
Okay, see,
on the same tape. That was me. That was me.
I would say my dad did that with me, to where I had Back to the Future and then Texas Chainsaw.
See?
On the same tape.
Yeah.
Only I didn't know that until I woke up, well,
that's a good tape.
I've fallen asleep to Back to the Future because it was late at night, and I wake up and there's, Leatherface just carving up poor kids. And I'm like, oh, this is weird.
That's a good recorded tape, though.
Yeah.
That's 2 good movies on a tape.
So, but no, I would say I did have a mom and pop place, like when I was really little. And I loved it. So like, but at that time I was only able to rent like the kid movies. So it was like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and stuff like that. But their kids section was a castle in the middle of the store.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
So.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So But then,
I never went to the kids section.
But then, like all mom and pop places, they go out of business because they can't compete. So
Right.
then we went to Blockbuster, and that's where I'm like, okay, let's see what kind of damage I can do.
See, I never was. I'm trying to think. And when I moved to Alabama, there was a Blockbuster, but before that, like I went from Illinois to Texas, there was never a Blockbuster around. It was something else, movie gallery.
Okay, yeah.
A movie gallery is pretty much I did that a lot.
Yeah,
or Family Video.
I think that's what it was before Hollywood Video took over.
Hollywood Video, yeah.
Which I miss greatly.
Yeah.
Part of my past.
So Blockbuster, I never really went to that much. It just wasn't around me.
See, that was like our thing as kids. Like you go Friday, like right after school, you get like 5 movies for the weekend, some popcorn, and then everyone would come over, sleep over, hang out, watch the movies.
I did the same thing. I just didn't go to Blockbuster. I just went wherever I was living at the time and whatever was close. But yeah, anyway, HBO, I watched a lot of horror. I mean, because the minute things were released, if they were released at the movie theater, then they'd go right on HBO.
Right to HBO because there was no one else.
Yeah, so thank God, because I watched a lot of Deadly Friend, Killer Clowns, The Blob. All that was played on HBO a lot.
Because pay-per-view wasn't a thing at that time, right?
No.
Yeah, so it was all HBO.
Yeah, it was just HBO. And then there was Cinemax. But we had HBO, so.
Yeah, which was it still Skinamax at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
HBO had their little late night thing too.
Yeah,
do not ask me why I know that.
Everyone went to Cinemax.
They did. Yeah, I know.
Everyone went to Cinemax.
Yeah, I know. Anyway. Anyways, but Deadly Friend was a big part of my horror watching though growing up, because every time it was on, I immediately wanted to watch it. It was always one of my favorites. For me, Kristy Swanson, we had talked about it earlier. She was also in Flowers in the Attic, which was another movie they played with on HBO a lot too. I love.
That's it's weird because Flowers in the Attic, it's a horror movie, but it's not a horror movie.
Right.
Like it's
the subject matter is
it's
horrific.
classified as a drama technically, but every aspect in that movie is horrifying.
It is. So just call it a drama horror? Horror drama,
maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's weird because like you have the Kristy Swanson Deadly Friend auto when we had met her. I got the Flowers in the Attic from her.
Yeah. And then I love both movies, so that's a hard choice for me. I liked Buffy, but I wasn't like a huge Buffy fan though. But I liked the movie.
I think that's where I first was introduced to her was Buffy.
Okay.
And then a movie called The Chase with her and Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah.
And then from there it was Highway to Hell.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Highway to Hell. I always forget about that one. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Her and Chad Lowe.
Yeah, I think it's Chad Lowe.
And then CJ Graham.
Yeah,
is the cop.
Yep. Yeah, that's a fun one.
So.
Yeah, that's some cool makeup on him. We'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So it's weird. So you have BB who, is trying to be the good friend and everything, and then he has the AI takes over and he goes around and he wants to kill people.
Well, he shows that at the very beginning of the movie, though, where someone was trying to break into the car, and he was trying to,
strangle him.
Yeah, to defend the car or whatever. But yeah, he had some. It's a little Chopping Mall vibe. So I think this would be a good double feature with Chopping Mall. Don't you?
Yeah, I was saying.
I think that'd be a perfect
night.
double feature. I think that'd be fun together, Deadly Friend and Chopping Mall. I wrote some notes down. Let's see. What did I write down? Oh, Sam's dream sequence in this I thought was a really cool. It's always a cool effect. They've done it in other movies. The dream sequence where she's dreaming of her father. Now, Sam's father is abusive towards her. That's a whole other issue in this movie as well. That's scary and all that. But where she's dreaming and she has that pipe or whatever she grabs in her bedroom and sticks it in him, and then the blood's coming out of the pipe. Yeah, it comes out of the pipe and then squirts everywhere. That's been done in other movies, but I always love that effect. I just think it's kind of cool. So I did write that down, and that was one of my favorite things as far as effects go. That and then the brain surgery. Yeah. Showing the brain surgery of when she passes away. because she passes away. Something happens to BB, and Paul is upset by both things, obviously, and wants to save his friend Samantha and puts BB's brain into Samantha's brain. She comes alive.
Frankenstein-like.
Yep, very. And then, yeah, she ends up killing everybody that was mean to her or whatever, like her dad and the neighbor. So, yeah.
And you could tell when she's about to kill someone because the makeup on her eyes
gets
darker.
You noticed that too.
Like the blue shade expands.
Yeah.
To where it almost takes up like her entire eyes.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
But then like when she's not, it's just normal.
Yeah. I know that's crazy. I never noticed that until I watched it for this.
And then she does
I've
like
seen
her
this a million
hand,
times.
She does like her hand thing to where she's like acting like the robot.
Right. Yep. I think she did a pretty good job with that. She had an acting coach, obviously, for that to show her how she should move for to be a robot. I thought she did really good, and it's also I don't know, it's not really the whole movie, but part of the movie is set on Halloween.
Yeah,
that too. I always forget about that because it's Halloween when all that happens at the neighbor's house. The angry neighbor. Did you ever have an angry neighbor like that? I mean, not that bad, but an angry neighbor.
Maybe I did, but like I don't know. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, my neighborhood was actually pretty
nice. Yeah,
nice.
Mine
I mean,
was
great.
too.
It was all like different, but like everyone got along, so it wasn't like.
Yeah, me too.
Although but then like a couple streets down, we had a house that it was like all fenced and barbed wire and had the dog beware signs.
Those are the people keep out.
So like that would be the house that all the kids would like run by just to make sure nothing would happen.
Right. That's funny. That'd be like this house then, because she had like the fence and the signs, and she comes out with her shotgun and everything.
But then it was so misleading because like the dog was actually super friendly. Like,
oh, see,
so
I love it when people do that, and then the dog comes out and it's this cute little fluffy dog.
Yeah, I mean it was a Rottweiler, but it was still very friendly.
Oh, but Rottweilers can be intimidating.
It just wanted to be loved.
There you go. All right. Well, do you want to rate the movie? What do you rate it? Did you think about that?
I honestly didn't think about that.
I didn't think about it either, but we should rate it.
I would give it a 7.
7? I was thinking 8 for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think some of it, I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to see his first version on it, to where it was the PG, not heavy horror.
Oh,
because like the whole Wes wanted the whole aspect to be, he didn't want to make a monster movie. He wanted the monsters to be the neighbors, the way like in Frankenstein.
Right.
And it part of it is that, but then studios being douchebags that they are get involved and force everything. But bravo to Charles Fleischer as BB.
Yes, he is. Isn't that awesome?
Oh.
And he was in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm. And he's Roger Rabbit.
And he's Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, and he's in Demon Knight.
Yes, he is in Demon Knight.
He's in a lot of stuff.
He is in a lot of stuff now that we naming it off and I think about it. But yeah, he did a great little BB voice.
And then Charles Bernstein with the score, which at times is very Elm Street.
Yeah, it is. And they had the oh my God, the furnace in the basement with fire. I was thinking that. And then she had the dream sequence too, the dad. I was like, okay, there's little tiny bits and pieces. If you want to think that way, there's little bits and pieces in there that are still kind of reminiscent of Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, the music's a little bit BB. I love it. But this is what I want.
We need BB merch.
Oh yes, I need a little BB. I have a Killbot from Chopping Mall. I need a BB. Yeah. Hey, independent artist, make me a BB. I need one. I wouldn't have minded another one though, just because it was so cool. The ending is so cool. When like her skin's coming off, she's she's dead again. But the skin's coming off, and now the robot's coming out of her skin. That was a cool effect, and they said that was a very last-minute thing, too. That wasn't supposed to be the ending either. Again, they needed to put more horror in it to make it horror, so they added that whole ending in. But that was really cool, and then when the robot comes out, it's got the scary, jagged teeth. I was like, okay, now I want to see another movie with that robot. Right?
Yeah, I would say. Why not?
That was always my thought process, and I still want to see it. That'd be cool because like he doesn't have jagged teeth, but that'd be cool. I think that's a cool special effect too, with all that the latex coming off like her skin.
I know it's one that's like in the process of being remade.
What?
The Deadly Friend.
Is it?
Someone's remaking it. I don't remember who it was, but
so
someone's like actively working on it.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
I don't know.
Hollywood wants all these remakes.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting one to remake.
Yeah, it could be. Just don't use a bunch of freaking CGI though. You'll ruin it. Right?
Yeah. Well, I would say if they are remaking it, I want to see Sam like glide rather than run. I think that would have made it even better, more robotic. Because like in the police chase and she's running. So what if she just like glided like the robot?
Well, how is she supposed to glide like the robot? She has feet.
I don't know. How would the robot walk?
Because it doesn't. Because it glides. Because it has wheels, Brian.
So yeah. So like she's supposed to be robot like she's turning her body and everything. Why not just have her glide?
I don't know. They don't have rollers on her feet.
They can make things happen.
Okay, I think you're overthinking that one.
Things can happen, man.
I love it. So funny. Okay. Well, did you have any moment in the movie that was like your favorite special effect or anything like that?
Oh, the basketball scene.
The basketball. Okay.
And then I guess I do have to say.
Besides the basketball.
Richard Morris when he's in the fire.
Oh yeah.
And they pull him out, and it's just like all like
burnt,
and like you could tell like the little details of the skin peeling and everything.
Yeah, that did look good. Yeah, everything looked good in this movie, I thought. It's just a fun movie. I mean, when you think about what it's about, it's a little bit cheesy. But it did come from a book called Friend, which is why it wasn't supposed to be exactly a horror movie. Yeah. But, which I like to read the book and see how that goes. But, yeah, but it's just cheesy fun. Cheesy 80s fun, I think. Something different, too, than it just being a slasher movie or something, because there was a lot of slashers in the 80s, so... Something a little different from Wes Craven. Yeah. If you're a big Wes Craven fan, go watch it.
Sad it took him really until Music of the Heart to get away from his horror.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he really wanted to do horror that much, but then it just ended up that way. Glad it did, but whatever.
He had a good career out of it.
I'm going to tell you now, like, if you watch the interview with Kristy Swanson, she does talk about Wes and how much of an awesome person he is, and then she starts crying, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to cry, stop. Yeah, she really starts crying. It's nice.
Yeah, so, everyone loved Wes.
Yeah, she loved Wes. And with her being young, because she said she was 16.
Yeah, it was her first movie.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, sort of. First full movie.
Yeah.
Because she was in the cameo of Fast Times at Ridgemont High as well. She did have that. But yeah, she talked really, really highly of him and kind of started crying. And I was like, oh God. I'm going to cry too. All right, Brian. Well, let's talk about these plushies we have right here.
So these plushies are for our amazing claw machine we have here at the store.
Yeah,
so these are just two of the options that you have a chance to win when you play it.
Yeah. And they're really nice plushies. That's why I wanted to show them to everybody, just so you can see what kind of plushie you'll get.
These are like giant plushies.
Yeah, they're giant.
And I told you about them. Like, these are big.
I know. And, I'm so excited for my claw machine. I've been mentioning this, every week for about a month now. Sorry, y'all. But now these are the plushies. We've got Universal Monsters and Chucky ones, and there's Tiffany and a bunch of different Universal Monsters. But anyway, the company, though, is the same company that Dave & Buster's uses. So when I was ordering, I thought we would just get like the size that they have, because they have like the middle size, I'm supposing, something a little bit smaller than those. And then we got this big size. I was like, hell yeah. So $1 two plays.
$1 two plays.
Yep, and you'll get one of those, hopefully.
We've been having some people win. So
good.
They've been very excited.
Good. Yeah, it's just something fun to do while you come in the store. Something else.
Give something for the parents to do while the kids are shopping around.
Right? We'll go win you a plushie. Go look around, kid. Yeah. Yeah, so I love them. I love them so much. So there's that. And then we've got our March events, y'all. So coming up on the 14th, we have Leah Vasoy. She will be here from 4 to 7. She was the Clown Cafe girl in Terrifier 2. So yeah, 4 to 7, she'll be here. What was her autograph, Pros?
I don't think she's going to be
I don't think she's going to be in costume.
Um,
I can ask her. I can ask. Yeah, I can ask that, but as far as I know, no, it wasn't talked about to be in costume. And I think her prices were
$30 for an autograph, $20 for a selfie, or $40 for a combo. And it is cash only.
Cash only. All right. So that'll be fun on the 14th, and then the 15th and 16th is Days of the Dead.
And 17th.
What did I just say?
15th and 16th.
Oh, 15th, 16th, and 17th. I'm sorry. 15th,
Come on now.
16th, and 17th. The whole weekend. St. Patrick's Day weekend. We will be at Days of the Dead. Make sure you come out here to the store, though. We're just going to have a small table. I'll have my 8x10, some Valentine Bluffs Blu-rays, and I'm not sure what else. But we'll have some other stuff.
We'll have some of the shadow boxes, and I think we're going to bring some of the Creepshow masks because of Nicotero being there.
Right.
So I figured bring some of those, some of the Clockwork Orange masks, because Malcolm McDowell will be there.
Yeah.
It's just fun things to get signed.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have some stuff. Got some good guests at that.
They keep adding
people.
Like Heather Langenkamp was just added. Mm-hmm. The Tarman actor was just added yesterday. I'm like, Jesus, stop adding people.
I know a lot of people are coming. I've had more people telling me they're coming now. A lot of my friends, so I can't wait to see everybody. So make sure you come see us at Days of the Dead, and then come over to Nightmare Cafe and Nightmare Toys as well that weekend. And then on Sunday, we'll have a sale in the store, 15% off, with it being St. Patrick's Day. So we'll have that. And then the 23rd, that following weekend, Saturday, from 5 to 7, we'll have Ginger Lynn back. She's coming back. She is promoting her new movie, The Gifted, which is the premiere here in Las Vegas from 2 to 4 that afternoon. And so, yeah, she'll be doing a signing here from 5 to 7. And I believe, let me see, I had messaged her about her prices, but I was a little bit confused. She said $40 is what she said. She said $40 for 8x10s, photos, and DVDs and selfies. That's all she said. So I guess just $40 plain. And then she put if 3 items for $100. So if you wanted 3 items, it's for $100. That's all she told me. So yeah. So there's that. So come on out for that too. And that's it really for the month of March. Right? Yeah. You have anything else you want to add, Brian?
Not that I could think of.
Nope.
No.
Well, all right, guys. Well, next week we're going to do Imaginary.
Yeah. Imaginary.
You're not excited about Imaginary.
I don't know. Like,
you don't know yet?
I'm going to go in and open-minded. I have a feeling I'm going to hate it. Like, I haven't seen any reviews on it, which I haven't either. I'm ignoring everything at this time. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to like Kung Fu Panda 4 more.
Okay. Jeez. Well, anyway, we'll find out next week.
Yeah, I would say we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But yeah, we'll be reviewing Imaginary next week, so make sure you tune in to the Nightmare Podcast next week. And make sure you're tuning in to Live with Kristy every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, too. I always review the Nightmare Podcast movie and plus other movies as well, too, and talk about other stuff going on. So make sure you're watching that, too. All right? We will see y'all later. Y'all have a spooky weekend. Bye.